Right, to make gobi mutter, you're going to need the following ingredients. So for gobi, you need 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, half teaspoon cumin, 1 tablespoon ginger finely chopped, 1 medium onion chopped, 300 grams of cauliflower cut into small pieces, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, 1/4 teaspoon of red chilli powder, 1 tablespoon lime juice, salt to taste, yogurt and cream to puree, and bit of butter. For making mutter cakes, you're going to need 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, a pinch of Asafoeida or hing, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, 300 grams frozen green peas, 1 boiled or baked potato, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, half a teaspoon mango powder, 1/4 teaspoon of red chilli powder, salt to taste, and oil to pan fry. Now for making the stir fry, following are the ingredients you're going to need. 200 grams of manjdu, 100 grams of cauliflower pieces deep fried, half a tablespoon of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon grated ginger, 1 small red onion sliced, and 1 tablespoon of thick soy sauce. Add vegetable oil or rapeseed oil or neutral oil so that you can extract the flavor of spices into the oil, which is extremely important for Indian food. When we start cooking, make sure the oil is come to a kind of below smoking point, and always try whether the temperature is not right by throwing a small speck of spice. If it sizzles, it's ready, and it is ready. So I start with cumin, throw in ginger at this time, which is the perfect time because it will saute really well. The beautiful flavor of ginger and cumin and a little bit of chili. The oil extracts all the flavors from the spices and carries in the oil, which will become the major flavor for cauliflower. Some onion have gone in, and I need to saute onion till they're translucent. I really don't need to color the onion. As it softens, I can throw in cauliflower. That's plenty. Now, at this point, I would like to add a pinch of salt. What salt does, it cooks cauliflower really well, and it helps to draw the moisture out. It aids in cooking. Just mix everything together, and soon will be time to add rest of the ingredients. And I'm going to just slow down a bit because once the cauliflower is kind of lightly sealed, so to speak, then we have to kind of slow down when we add the spices. Now for spices, I got red chili powder. I've just added a pinch. When people talk about spices, I always say spices are nothing but seasoning. It's exactly like salt and pepper. How much salt and pepper you need in your food? You just have to work it up. So what I've added is red chili, coriander, and turmeric. A little bit generous because I need that beautiful bright yellow color of turmeric in this. Mix it all together. And I'm going to add a little bit of coriander leaves here and a pinch of garam masala. And you know what? What I'm going to do now next is to leave it to cook at very low heat. I'll put the lid on and leave it at really low temperature. When cauliflower really gets cooked, it's really mushy in my opinion. Take it off, put it in the blender with a little bit of yogurt. I'll mince it. Okay, for mutter, I'm going to start with oil again. Just about 2.5 tablespoons I have used here. You can use less. Again, the same principle. The oil has to come to the right temperature for me to add any spices to that. So cumin goes in, and as it crackles, I'm going again, same principle. A little bit of ginger, a little bit of chili, and peas. All I have to do is just lightly saute it. I don't have to mince it. It's just lightly crushed. And all I'm going to add here in spices is just a pinch of red chili powder. You can add more if you fancy more hot. I don't. I think chili burns the palate first before it lets the other flavors come out on your palate. So I always add it with caution. So what I've done is added coriander powder and just a pinch of garam masala, and that will do. And idea is not to cook the peas here, just to kind of let the spices infuse with the peas, and it's done. All I'm going to do now is remove it and crush it in a blender. Okay, now gobi. Right, looks like the gobi is quite cooked, the cauliflower is quite cooked. All I need to do is stop this, put it in a blender, add about 2 tablespoons of yogurt, and make a real fine puree. Right, once this is done, it's almost done. I'll keep it warm till I need it. Leave it in there. Okay, I'm just going to tip all the green peas in there. See, they're still warm. Good time to crush them. All you need to do is hold them all together. Some grated potatoes which has been boiled, or you can use the baked one first as well. I'm going to add a little amchur, which is mango powder. It's very good. It comes along and gives a strong flavor to the green peas. Works really well with green peas. Chopped coriander powder, a little bit of crushed black pepper, and that's it. Right, so just crush it. You can do it in the machine, but doing it with the hand is fantastic because you can just feel the texture of the peas. And I'll let it cool a bit, because if you try to make the cakes when it's still hot, it will not hold well. And this one is almost ready. Right, so all I've done is pureed it fine, added a little more lemon juice, and you can add a little bit water if required. So that's done. Back to fire. And for the peas, I need to make the cakes. Now the binding is there. The potatoes are added only for binding purpose. And we have to just kind of bring them all together very lightly. Make about 3 or 4 in a portion. Right, so they are good. Get rid of the gloves. And I can take my cakes near the heat where I can cook everything together. Right, to finish this dish together, there are a few things going on, but do not get confused with that. All I have is the sauce which is ready. I'm going to pan fry the cakes here. I'm going to make a quick stir fry. This oil is hot. I can put in the cakes, and as soon as this is hot, I can start throwing in my ginger, which this oil is ready. So I'll just add ginger, a little bit of green chili, and as it sautés, I will throw in some red onion, just which has been kind of thickly sliced. And before I add anything else, just coat them in oil, ginger and chili oil. You really don't need to cook this because it's like a warm salad. Works really well. All I'm going to do here is pinch of red chili, pinch of coriander, very small pinch of garam masala, and I got pinch of salt and pinch of amchur, mango powder. Mix it all together. Bring this to boil, and cakes can go in. They're just warm. The oil is really hot there as well. And this is done. All I need to do is, I know this is a little Chinesey, but you know what? Anything for flavor in my opinion. So it's a thin soya sauce. I'll mix it all together and remove it on the side. That does it for me. So this is quite nicely done. Beautifully colored. We don't need to have more color than that, and it will cook slowly. And here, cauliflower works really well with butter. If you start with butter, cooking cauliflower with butter, it becomes very heavy, but to finish it lightly, it's good to do that. I'm ready to serve. Now the cakes are ready. I'm just going to rest them so that they don't get burnt more. Look at that. It should be of this consistency. So you need a very good blender to help you through that. You could keep it slightly thicker than that. Pour the sauce in one place, because what you're going to do next, that affects. So take the spoon, just a flat spoon like that, and you can put it through that. Now cakes, place them one by one, carefully. light stir fry that can go in here. And that's my new age gobi mutter. Right, just to recap, to make this dish, you're going to need to make cauliflower puree. For that, saute cumin, add onion, add cauliflower, add all the powdered spices, add salt, let it cook slowly till cauliflower is almost cooked. Remove it in the blender, tip it in the blender, add yogurt, a little bit of lemon juice, correct the seasoning with salt and pepper, and make a fine puree. And to make the cakes, saute cumin, just a little bit, not too much, add in peas, and then add same spices, red chili powder, coriander powder, and pinch of turmeric powder, not too much of turmeric here. That's the trick. And a pinch of salt, remove it, crush it, and add boiled potatoes. Make 3 beautiful cakes. You can give 2 for starters and maybe 3 or 4 for main course. And to make the stir fry, again, heat the oil, add ginger, chopped ginger, chilies, and then throw in onion. Saute onion lightly, then throw in manjdu, which has been sliced. I should have added cauliflower, but I changed my mind and I added grated cauliflower because that gives a better punch. And then I added a little bit of soy sauce, little Chinese influence, but it works. And then plate it and add a little more grated cauliflower from top, just to get that extra punch of cauliflower. Gobi mutter, modern Indian style.